Dear Love Talk is a segment for those who like sound advice, right? Unfortunately, not everyone can stand the truth. But in this segment, we try our best to give you sound advice when it comes to relationships. So write to us, questions@lovetalkshow.tv, and we will answer your questions here in this segment. Those of you who are single, married, engaged, those of you who have been through so much, we are more than glad to offer you some help, okay? Today we have a very special and a quite long question.
It's not that long.
Yes. Maybe the answer won't be that long either. So let's see what the question is all about.
It says like this: I'm writing because I have a problem that I can't seem to stop talking about girls and looking for who could be the one. It came to the point that I had been a bit desperate to be with someone. My good friend had told me that every week there is always a new girl I'm chasing. They are right, and I had been getting hurt because they seem not to like me back, and I tend to fall for a girl pretty quickly. Please help.
So
See, not that long.
Yes. Well, once again, we see here the conflict between intelligent and emotional love. Even your friend has given you sound advice. You know, you're always after girls. You're always trying. You're shooting everywhere. You're like, you know, you're on a hunting spree, trying to get someone. And he even says that he gets hurt, and yet he can't seem to stop. It's almost like an addiction. See, when you allow passion and you know those feelings inside to control you, it's almost like an addiction. You need to feed it. You lose control of yourself. You lose your identity. People who do that kind of thing, they lose their identity. Perhaps the friend is seeing that he's losing his identity. He's lowering himself, he's diminishing himself, he's doing anything to get the attention of girls. And by doing that, he's getting hurt. It doesn't say how he's getting hurt, but it's hurting him somehow.
I think one way that he's getting hurt is that he wants someone who doesn't want him back. But I think like this, it depends on the environment that you go to, that you live in. The girls there will notice, like your friend noticed, that every week you're after somebody new. So one week...
You begin to lose credit.
Yeah, one week you approached someone. Next week, someone else. This week is the girl. So she's gonna think, I'm never gonna go for this guy because every week he wants someone new. And I think the problem here is not the fact that he can't find somebody, that he likes somebody who doesn't like him back. The problem is, he says, it seems I'm always thinking about it. I'm desperate to find somebody. So your problem is not love life related at all.
And that's where there is a concern, because how is he approaching the matter? How is he approaching the situation when it comes to finding to approaching a woman, to see whether she wants to date him or not? How is he doing that? Because he sounds and seems a little desperate. And that desperation can be sometimes quite obvious, and that will push women away. So you are putting yourself in a situation, you are trying so hard, but in the wrong way. You're approaching the situation the wrong way, and that causes women to walk away from you, because they can see, they can sense that there is a man right there that is desperate for a relationship, and he's no longer that man that they're looking for. They want to see, they want to see a man, not just like a human being who has an old man who has turned into a boy, into a child, and is desperate for attention or is in need of a relationship. So women will not see confidence in that man. They will not see confidence. They will say, this man lacks confidence. Where is his confidence? That is so desperate for a relationship, to the point where he's doing what he's doing, he's going around, and it might be the case where his reputation is getting tarnished. You know, there's a news going around that he is, as I said, on a hunting spree for a future partner.
Another problem with this is that if you manage to get somebody, you're probably not choosing correctly. You know, you're just shooting. Wherever it hits, okay, that one accepted, okay. But you're not even choosing wisely, correctly.
It's like fishing, you know, you're throwing the net. You're not fishing. You're not fishing with the rod, with the hook, and patiently waiting. You're casting the net to see, you know, if you can catch anything. Then it loses quality, it loses purpose. You begin to ignore certain aspects. You ignore certain signs. Perhaps you come across a woman who has shown not so good, very nice or so good signs, but you ignore them because right now you need someone. So in other words, you need to have a good relationship with yourself first. You're not complete in your own. That's why this is happening to you. Which shows that his problem is not love life related. Sometimes you might think, I have a problem where I can't find somebody. The problem is not that. The problem is that you have to, like you said, you have to see your relationship with yourself. You need to take care of yourself first. One thing that it shows me, if you're so desperate or so focused on finding somebody, like your friend said, every week, it means you're focused on nothing else. So what do you want for your future? Do you want to find somebody to eventually, maybe in a few years, get married? Do you have what it takes? Are you after someone just for the sake of having a relationship? Because, I don't know, I'm at a certain age in which I need someone. I'm getting too old, or my friends, all my friends, they are in a relationship, or most of them. So what is the purpose of a relationship for you? Is it because you just want to have a relationship, or you are looking for a long-term relationship? Because if you are looking for a long-term relationship, first thing you do is investing in yourself. You take your time, you value yourself. Which will take your focus so much from finding somebody. If you're looking at yourself, if you're working on yourself, then obviously you know that you're here, you want to find somebody, but your focus are not 100% on this because you have bigger fish to fry. You have other things to worry about. And that's when you lose your identity. You, as I said, you begin to ignore certain things about the person who you are with, about yourself. You're overlooking certain things. You lose your identity. You become somebody else just so you can fit in or be accepted, recognized, and the list goes on. So, dear friend, focus on yourself. Stop shooting all over the place, okay? Save some ammunition. All right? Learn how to shoot first, or maybe how to fish. Learn intelligent love. Go to our website, lovetalkshow.tv, okay? And, you know, we're going to hear so many stories there, so many people sharing their stories, and so many ideas and tips and advice that you can make things right, okay? So if you are in a similar situation, or, you know, facing a different situation, per se, write to us, questions@lovetalkshow.tv. We will answer to those questions right here in this segment.